Alright, testing.
All good.
Alright, I think we're all good. I think we're all good. I believe we're just waiting on one more driver. Can you hear me alright, Allezar?
Yep. All Gucci.
Looks like we're just about to get underway, 15 seconds. Okay, we're finally going into the lobby, so welcome everyone to the Race Spec PlayStation Pacific Tier 2 series brought to you by Workplace Training. We are round 3, we are in Bahrain. It is Noah here again with Allezar. You there, Allezar?
Hello, hello. Yeah, I'm all Gucci. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
So we're at round 3 already. It feels like it was only a couple of days ago we were back in at Silverstone doing round 1, getting to know these drivers, and 3 weeks in, it's now starting to get a little bit interesting. We've got a bit of a driver's standings going on.
That's it.
So at the moment, we have got Kickbutt Kiwi, who is leading the championship after his race win in Silverstone. Entei is in second place, 2 points behind Kickbutt with 43. VSR Roscoe, the other race winner in Spain, he's currently sitting in third position with 43 points. So LJB in fourth, Banana Cake Pie, Iceman, Sugar Freaks, followed by The Beast, Black Moon, fan favourites, Grim Reaper, Chronic Saint, Rodham, Metz. We've got G4 Servo in the Haas, Troublesauer's Rex in the Alfa Romeo. He's only done one race, I believe. The Rock F1, same with him. Debrose, a reserve driver, 10th Sandals, the Stone Tower, Artie Chang's, and Semi-Pro. Semi-Pro, I believe, is racing today. I didn't see his name before. He's been replaced by a reserve driver. My name's Jeff. In the Aston Martin. So this is the first we will see of him this season. The session is currently underway. We're in qualifying. There are 16 minutes 58 left. A couple of cars out on their out laps. What are you predicting this session?
I don't know. Bahrain's always a tricky track, so it's very medium downforce of it. So you need that, bit of turning circles, plus you need a bit of speed. So it's going to be interesting what their setups is going to be.
Yeah, it's a completely different track to last week when we had Spain, and you'd expect ideal conditions in Bahrain as well. So it's not really a track where you expected to see many DNFs at the same time. So we might actually get a genuine...
I think the only DNFs that we'll see probably is in that first corner, I reckon.
In the first corner? Is that more cars crashing into each other, or you reckon just not making the corner itself?
A bit of racing. Oh, it just depends really on the start. If someone's going to actually take that judgment call of going into that first corner on the inside, or if someone's going to go on the outside, or who's braking late, or who's braking early, the first corners in these races is always tricky, especially if you're in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, so what about corners 5, 6, and 7?
That is the most trickiest corner.
Sorry about that. What about corners 5, 6, and 7?
Sorry?
Corners 5, 6, and 7. There's a fast right and then left. You really got to hit that apex quite well, and that's, for me personally, if I'm going to crash in Bahrain, that's the spot where I'm going to crash. You know what corner I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's true. Those apexes are deadly as well.
Yeah, so if you don't hit that apex right, or if you hit it too much, you're going to spin instantly, depending on what assist the drivers are driving with as well. If you haven't got much traction control on, if you're a little bit heavy on the throttle, then you're instantly gonna spin there, and the speed you're taking into that corner, it can take you into the wall on the left. So we're watching the Rock F1 at the moment in the Red Bull. These are the corners I was talking about here. The right and the left here, hitting this apex here, he's hit it alright. Some drivers probably won't hit it the whole way. Some drivers might actually take up a lot, and probably what he did there was perfect, just maybe one wheel slightly on it. No risk of spinning there. No drivers have put up any times as of yet. The Rock here, he lost the rear a little bit in Sector 1, so that might affect his time a little bit. So no times yet. We got a yellow flag in Sector 3. So we now got a couple times. Rodham fastest time with a 1:26.258, and the Rock has beaten that 1:26.238, and that been again by G4 Servo. So we're getting a lot of times coming in now, and it's very close to begin with. So sure. So we got a 1:26.024 by G4 Servo now. Now with the fastest lap, a lot of drivers are putting in their hot laps as we speak. Iceman has gone a 1:05. At the end of Sector 2, he's in the Red Bull, teammate to the Rock F1. So he goes down this back straight, final corner, easy on the throttle, don't need to use much apex there. Flat out as quickly as you can to get maximum pace. And over the line, 1:26.58. So not quite enough for him yet. Keep with the 1:25.797 is the fastest time at the moment. The Beast, 1:25.728, so very, very close there, but he's currently on provisional pole with a lot of drivers still to put in their laps. So move down, we're now watching Sugar Freaks as he comes down. He's taking that wide line, hitting that apex on the left, hopefully to gain maximum traction into that last corner. Sugar Freaks, I believe, is now a full-time driver with the Aston Martin team. So he crosses the line, it's only good enough for 8th position with a 1:26.2. Almost a 1:26.3. Artie Cheng's now. He's in Sector 1, hasn't got a time yet. Most other drivers have got a time, a few in the pits, probably still fiddling with their setups a little bit. So Artie Cheng's, he hasn't had the best of luck the last few races. I believe he is currently sitting down second last with 0 points in the championship. Finishing 16th position in the second race, and in the first race he finished in 19th with the DNF. So he hasn't been able to get any points as of yet. Hopefully this can change, and a good qualifying session will be the beginning of that. It's currently red, drivers letting him pass, coming through the final corner, once again easy on the throttle, third gear, early into fourth this time. You'll see most drivers doing that. As he crosses the line, where's that going to put him? It's an invalid lap, so I didn't pick up on that one. But he's going to have to do another one. Not many drivers got any invalid laps at the start, which is interesting. Looks all in the pits there. We've got a few drivers coming out for another lap. We've got Grim Reaper here. He's currently in 16th. We know he can improve on that. He's slightly up on his time at the moment. As he goes into Sector 2, at the moment we know Grim Reaper...
This is quite an interesting approach though.
What was that?
He is on the mediums.
He is on the mediums. Yes.
So it's a bit of an interesting strategy here. He reckons he's faster on the mediums.
So Bahrain is an interesting one because you can pull it off with the one stop, and the one stop can be quite deadly in Bahrain, going from the mediums to the hards. And if you're starting on the softs, so you're forced into that three stop because you're not quite going to make the softs to the hards to the end of the race. So you're going to go more likely a soft medium, or soft medium medium, soft medium hard if that's what you prefer. But the two stop tends to be quicker if you can keep the pace. But any mistakes, the one stoppers are really going to get you.
That's it.
Grim Reaper crosses the line, only best
I
for 15.
reckon Grim Reaper, the last race he had, I reckon he can pull the one stopper if he wants.
Grim Reaper, that was?
Good driver on his tyres. Yeah. Yep. He's good on his tyres. I reckon he will be able to pull the one stopper if he starts on the mediums.
Who have you got winning this race? What are your options? Is it too early in the season to call?
Way too early to call, I reckon. But I reckon it would be either, one of those drivers that's been on top of the leaderboards there.
Yep. Well, I've got my money on VSR Roscoe. I got my money on Roscoe. Last race's winner. First race he qualified pretty low down, and he was able to come back up the field and get a pretty solid position. Oh, a bit of oversteer. If my name's Jeff, this is, remember, his first race of the season. He's currently in 18th. We haven't seen much of him yet. And he's just lost it, he's just spun.
I reckon mine... Who's this one?
My name's Jeff has just spun. He already put in a lap time.
Yep.
We're now on a stoned towel. He hasn't put in a lap.
I reckon Entei is going to take this one, I reckon.
Entei can definitely be up there. He's been up there both races so far. He came third in the first race, and then he came second in the second race. And currently sitting in second in the championship, only 2 points behind Kickbutt Kiwi, who is a race winner. So he's definitely the best of the rest so far. Iceman is retired from the session as we speak. He may have crashed out. We cannot see that at the moment, but either way he is out of the session and in 12th place, probably expected to drop. So LJB is another one who could be up there. He's been up there a few times. Second and 7th.
I reckon Graham can be up there as well. If he's more consistent, I reckon he'll be more up there as well.
Fan favourite Grim?
Yeah,
I know he's got his fans.
Grim.
Stone Towers aborted the lap.
It.
VSR Roscoe, so now we're getting a first look at him. And he's gone to the pit. So there's a few drivers. The Stone Tower and VSR Roscoe have not been able to put a lap time in. That could be due to invalidations of the lap, which I need to be very careful of and can be quite strict in this track, and in all tracks on this game, I should say. Troublesauce Rex, now he's in 7th. This is the second time we've seen him this season. He's slightly slower than his fastest hot lap as he comes down towards... No, he's aborting the lap. So he was a little bit slower. He's let a driver pass. Good on him there. So as we look through, we've got the Beast doing a lap. G-Force wants to hopefully take that first place over Kickbutt Kiwi, who is currently got the fastest lap with a 1:25.3. Wrong to start the season. Here's another one we haven't mentioned. He could win the race.
Good old Kickbutt Kiwi.
We're seeing a bit more traffic out there at the moment compared to the last few qualifying sessions. Good thing we're all respectful drivers here, letting everyone by. So Kickbutt Kiwi still with the fastest lap at 1:25.391 at the moment, followed by the Beast. He put in a very good first lap, but he has gone a second lap faster now than G4 Server, who was in 3rd position. So it's starting to take shape at the moment. We've got our stronger ones. We've still got the 2 drivers who haven't put in a lap time yet. I'm a bit surprised VSR Roscoe hasn't. As we now go down, we've got 4 minutes left in the session. Roscoe looks like he's on a fast lap, trying to put in his first lap. So he's in Sector 2 at the moment. He looks all good so far. I can't see any red on the mini map to say that his lap has been invalidated. But you'd expect him to be up there when he does put in a lap, looking at his recent performances. He's put in a purple Sector 2, actually, as we speak. So here we go. He might be on track, hopefully, and maybe for a pole position.
Your guy, eh?
Oh, my prediction, I should say. He comes down the final corner now. He's about to cross the line, so we're about to find out. And it has put him up into 14th. So obviously the other sectors weren't as strong as his second sector, which was a purple. Grim
Looks
Reapers
like
moved up to 5th.
More of a downforce
Yes.
setup than speed setup.
So now we're on Artie Chang. He's in 13th position in the McLaren. He's looking to improve his time, maybe move up into the top 10. He's currently down on his time by 7/10, so it's not looking like he's going to improve unless he pulls out a miracle in Sector 3, which I doubt, considering because there's not much time to actually gain in Sector 3. It's just a straight, a right-hander, and a straight. So, unless you've got the ERS, and I'm going to assume, yeah, he's gone to the pits. Grim back in the pits as well. So most drivers are in the pits now. Rizal Roscoe's going around now, so he'd pit or maybe put in another lap if possible. There's only 2 minutes 30 left, so there's not much time. Now looking at my name's
I
Jeff.
reckon we're going to be seeing a bunch up at the back there at the end of the last lap. See what
Quite
happens.
possibly. We'll watch them on the bottom right there as they come out of the pits and just keep an eye on the traffic. Because you might see a few drivers trying to stay close to them to actually get a slipstream and a bit of a tow on those straights. Because that's where you can make up some time in Sector 3. Here we go now. They're all coming out now. Still, my name's Jeff. He's improving at the moment. End of Sector 2, he's 0.3 up on his time. He went a little bit wide there. It's possible it could be validated, but it doesn't look like it. As the Aston Martin driver comes down the final straight, around the final corner, is he going to improve? He does by 0.5, but it's not able to get him past 19th. So that's where he's going to stay for now, unless the Stone Tower puts in a lap. So we move back. See, we've got a bit of traffic going on now. Through here, look at that. Look at how many cars are there. So hopefully they don't hold each other up. Hopefully they're quite good to each other. Most cars are on their outlap. So there's a lot of cars to keep up to if we want to see how they go. And we're looking at Chronic Saint now. We might actually move up. Now G4 Server's starting his lap, so he's closer to that pole position. He's very close. Look at that top 3. Barely a 10th in it, so it's not going to take too much improvement from these guys to actually get in front of Kickbutt Kiwi, but Kickbutt Kiwi is going to be on a lap as well, so all he needs to do is improve, and if he improves significantly, you could say he's going to lock in that pole position at the moment. But we're watching G-Force in the Haas. He's not looking too bad so far. He's coming into a sector with the yellow flag. Hopefully nothing's happened. There is a slow Aston Martin, but that looks like it could just be my name's Jeff on his in lap. He comes out onto the straight now. DRS wide open. Kickbutt Kiwi still with the fastest lap. Cars will be putting in their final time as we speak, but we're going to keep focusing on G-Force for the time being. Coming up towards the end of Sector 2, let's see, he's slightly slower, only slightly. So let's see if he's got some time there to build up. There's no one there he can get a toe off. Like I mentioned before, the final corner is the only spot in Sector 3 where you can really gain time, unless you've got to set up changes. He's crossing the line. Is he going to improve? No, slightly slower, so he will stay third at the moment. Checker flag next to his name as we go to the Beast in the AlphaTauri. He comes towards the end of Sector 2 as well. He's slightly slower as well, but only slightly. He doesn't need to improve by much at all if he wants that pole position. Troublesauros Rex has gone over. He's kept with the 125. Sugar Freaks has gone up into 4th position now, overtaking Troublesauros Rex. And Banana Cake Pie has gone into 2nd. Look at that. Look how close that top 3 is, as I keep mentioning. Over the line, the BC is not able to improve. Let's move down to Grim. Grim now, he's once again very slightly, as you see on the top right there. Actually, he's faster. A little bit of a glitch there, but he is actually faster. So it doesn't look like it's going to quite be fast enough to get pole position, but he might be able to move up, maybe up into 6th, possibly 5th place, depending on this final corner. Kickbutt Kiwi looks like he's all but secured pole position right now. And Grim Raver's moved up into 6th, so there we go. That is the end of qualifying. Kickbutt Kiwi is in pole position, the race winner of the first race of the season. Congratulations to him. He's put in a 125.3, and look at that top 3, Allezar. Even the top 5, you could say.
Yeah.
Look how close that is.
Very, very close between those 3. Those 4, actually. Well, all of them, really. It's going to be a very close race. I'm very surprised, though, about Banana Cake Pie. With that
he showed a lot of potential in the last race. I'll give him that.
Yeah. And tonight, he's definitely proven it in.
Yeah, he did get his first podium in the last race. He came 3rd. I believe he did. He came 3rd. So looking down, look at the difference. It only goes above a second. The biggest jump's from 16th to 17th. which is 5/10. There's almost 5/10 between first and 16th. That's crazy. You got drivers who are down between 10 and 16 who actually put in really good laps, but weren't quite able to make that top 10. So just waiting now before we start the race, the formation that will be first. Bahrain, remember, 15 corners. I reckon we're looking at, was it 26 or 28 laps? Around about there. The 50% race distance.
That's it. I reckon pit stops will be very, very crucial in this.
Yeah, we've got to keep an eye on who starts on what tyre and who put what lap in on each tyre. So we'll keep an eye on that as they're on their formation lap. Chuck a name in the comments who you reckon's going to win this race, who you're cheering on for. See if we've got any more Grim Reaper fans there or more other fans who can fight against the Grim Reaper fans. Unless it's just Grim Reaper himself commenting, cheering on himself, because that's very possible too. But I'm not going to accuse him of that. So there's the strategies. So soft, medium, medium.
So the predictions that they're doing is they're saying that it can't be a one-stop race, which is going to be very interesting.
Well, if you look now, you can see that the top 10 have to start on their soft tyres. And then you look at Sir LJB, he's starting on the softs and he's in 12th position. That's a little bit of an odd one, because usually you'd expect 11 to 20 to stay on those mediums and go for that one stop.
That is quite of an interesting one. I reckon he thinks he can keep those tyres for a longer distance. Maybe cut through the pack.
When you've been racing this track, do you usually look for the one stop, or are you too good in qualifying top 10 anyway to start on the softs?
Oh, it varies for me. It definitely varies for me and what happens on the first corner. Because I'm always starting in the middle of the pack. Recently. You know, so starting in the middle of the pack, going into that first corner, whoever breaks it early, you're going into them, and you have to try and dodge them. You got cars left, right, front, back. There's no way you're going to come out of there.
It is quite a tricky first corner too, because they will brake quite hard, because it's pretty much a hairpin, almost a hairpin first corner. So they're going to have to go quite slow around it. A lot of cars, you can almost expect them to run up each other.
And that's what I'm talking about. Someone braking really early, you know, because if you brake early, person behind you don't think you're going to brake early, that's a front wing gone. That's another 25 seconds in the pit, worth a slower lap around, trying not to spin out. So it's going to be a tricky situation, because Bahrain is a 25 stop, you know, 21 to 25 seconds you're going to lose in that pit lane, depending on how good your team is.
Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind when talking about the strategies during the race. So Kickbutt Kiwi is now coming up to the grid. He's going to be in pole position. Remember, he's been up in the front few rows every race so far. He's had decent starts too. So we've got to keep an eye on that. We will be watching the front as the lights go off. Last few cars now coming to the grid. My name's Jeff, is at the back with the Stone Tower, Iceman and Black Moon are the bottom four drivers. Wonder if they're able to sneak around if there is carnage in the first corner.
It's going to be quite an interesting one.
So we should just about be underway in any second now. Here we go. 5 red lights. And where we go for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Slow start from Kickbutt Kiwi. It looked like a better start from Banana Cake, but Kickbutt's going straight to the right-hand track to defend his inside line. We've got an AlphaTauri on the left. Can he look for the outside? No, Kickbutt Kiwi's going to hold the lead. The Beast looked for a move, not able to hold a Kickbutt's defending it very nicely indeed. He's going to stay in first position. So we watch the Beast. He's going to go in the slipstream. He's going to go around the outside. Is he looking for a move? Is he able to hold it? No, he's not. Kickbutt Kiwi defending well, as we've seen him do multiple times. Kickbutt followed by the Beast, Banana Cake and G-Force. The Beast has moved up a position from Banana Cake, who was in second place. Looks like the Rock has had an incident. He's dropped down a few places now. He's in last. He might have had a spin. He has. He's back at the top of turn 4 there. He's got a bit of ground to catch up. Look at the position changes at the start. Artie Chang's, he's dropped 12 places, so that's the biggest drop so far. We've got a few drivers go up. Metz has gone up 5. Same with Iceman, so a great start from him. Someone predicted Iceman to make the podium from that 18th position. He's gone up 5, so he's on the way at the moment. Kickbutt Kiwi still in the lead. Followed by DeBeast, he's in second, almost a second behind. Followed by a little bit of a train. We've got Banana Cake Pie, G-Force, Grim Reaper, Sugar Freaks, Chobosaurus Rex in 7th place, Entei in 8th. He's gone up 2 positions. His teammate, Sir LJB, is in 9th place. He's gone up 3. So, Roscoe's gone down. Now, there's the predicted pit stop strategy. Again, it's not showing the one stop from the mediums to the hards, which we're predicting most drivers will do. We've got VSR Roscoe. He's dropped 4 places. He's in the pit. So, he's obviously got some damage. A few cars in the pit at the moment. But it remained Kickbutt Kiwi in the lead. He's 6/10 ahead of the AlphaTauri of DeBeast. At the moment, there is no DRS, as we know there will. Actually, there might be DRS now. We're in lap 3. So, they will have DRS, as usual, on the left there. Glitching a little bit, but we're able to see that Kickbutt Kiwi is still in the lead, followed by DeBeast Roscoe. He's in the pit. He's not in first position. You can see him on the bottom right there. He's just going around turn 1 now. I believe that is him. No one's making any moves at the moment. Pretty straightforward start. Pretty clean. We're not sure what happened with the Rock. We saw he was in shambles at turn 4. It'd be interesting to see if there was any contact there. We might have to have a look at that after the race. See what the stewards have to say. Down the order, Entei still in 8th place, followed by his teammate. What's interesting for me, and what I've always wanted to know, is how these drivers actually approach their teammates in the race. Are they treating them like another driver? Do they want to work with them to actually get constructors' points? That's the thing you got to consider in league racing, because you're not really sure what they're going to do.
Especially when it comes to those pit stop strategies.
So we're watching here on the inside, G4 server, he's holding off Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper's just gone ahead now, they're side by side. Coming up to turn 3. Grim Reaper's just behind him, he's going around the outside, he's holding his position well, G-Force. He's going to stay in front for now. This upcoming corner's not really an overtaking opportunity. Grim Reaper does look like the fastest car at the moment. He went a little bit wide there, he's staying on the tail. I'm sure we'll see a move of that. Maybe on this straight. I feel like it said lap 3 since the beginning of the race.
Yeah, I don't know. What's happening?
Codemasters and EA for you, huh?
I think it's more of an EA problem.
Yeah, so Kickbutt Kiwi, he's just above a second, so the Beast may not get DRS coming in to the next few laps if it is available. Banana Cake is in 3rd, and remember he's dropped 1 place. He started in 2nd. G-Force has held position. The biggest jumper, as we speak, is Iceman. He's in 12th position. Kickbutt Kiwi puts in the fastest lap of the race as the race leader. So now we're on lap 4, so DRS is definitely available on lap 4. What's happened there? Looked like he went a little bit wide, G-Force. Grim's right on his tail. Look, he's side by side. He's going to have a look at the inside coming up to turn 3. On the inside line, there's a little bit of contact, but it's clean enough. Grim Reaper's made the move. He's moved up to 4th place. G-Force not able to defend that one after defending the last few laps. Great move by Grim Reaper there. Let's see if he can hold it. There are DRS zones coming up. The Beast is slightly catching Kickbutt. He's in DRS range now, so that's what matters for him. Hopefully able to keep it close. The biggest gap in the field at the moment is about 1.5 seconds between Chronic and Metz. Down in 10th and 11th. Kickbutt Kiwi currently So the Beast is able to is staying with Kickbutt Kiwi at the moment. So that top three we've got to keep an eye on. We've got a driver in the pits, that is The Rock. He is not having a great start to the race at all. Unfortunate for him. This is his second race of the season. He didn't look too bad in Spain. So as we cross the line, we're now getting some intervals up on the screen. 7/10 from Kickbutt Kiwi at the front. We're close to Ente. He's going through. He's side by side with G-Force. He's holding the line. There's going to be a bit of a switchback from G-Force. Great move. He's able to defend it. He's able to stay in front. But he's right on his tail. Both Alpines are. So here's the teamwork I was talking about. Let's see if they do anything about it. He's kind of in his way a little bit. So LJB is going 3 wide into the corner. The Alpines getting in the way of each other. And now the Ferrari's getting involved. And there's been 3 cars go past G-Force server. That's interesting. And it looks like he may be out of the session. I'm not sure. Iceman's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, so that's the first penalty of the race. G-Force has dropped a lot of positions. There could have been something going on there. It's now the 2 Alpines going side by side. And one says ahead, that's Ente. Ente's currently ahead of Sir LJB. It's been like that for a little bit, but they're really fighting. They were getting in the way of each other before, as they were trying to get past. Eye on this at the moment. I've mentioned it a few times with teammates going at each other, and there's a battle right behind it as well. So Grim Reaper looks like he's got ahead of Troublesauce Rex. He's moved up a spot. He's into 6th. He's having a good race so far too. We're still on the 2 Alpines. Could we see a move here? On the inside goes Sir LJB. He's going to protect it. Try to stop that switchback. He's pushing him wide, but he's able to give him enough room. He's cut the corner a little bit, but that's still able to hold the position for Sir LJB. Not too bad. There might have been a warning there for one of the Alpine drivers who did cut the corner and was able to stay with him a little bit. But not too much to affect it. Sir LJB moves into 4th place and is 4 seconds behind Banana Cake now. That top 3, they're pulling away. So we're going to move here. There's a little bit of contact there. Side by side, they're very close to each other. He's pushed him off the track. Stone Tower's gone off. Iceman. Stone Tower's gone down the inside. More contact again. This is a rough battle. And he's gone off. He's off. He's hit the wall. I don't think he's out, but he's definitely lost the front wing. He's not out. That's going to be looked at by the stewards. I know that's for sure. They were both pushy with each other there, but we're going back to Iceman. He's under pressure from Rodham now. Black Moon is in the mix as well. Rodham looking for the inside, not able to get there, still a little bit behind. Remember, Iceman's already got a penalty for multiple warnings, so that may not help his case at the moment. We're getting towards, and oh, what's happened there? Not sure what happened there, but they're ghosting through the harsh driver. As we're now watching Rodham, he's still looking for a move on Iceman. So going up, as I said, there are a few cars pitting. These are the cars on the soft tyres now. Coming to the pits, the 7 laps is enough because they were worn a little bit. Kickbutt Kiwi, he was the race leader. He's gone into the pits. He was followed by Banana Cake Pie. The Beast has decided to go on. So hopefully looking for an undercut there. He wasn't far behind, so it's definitely possible. As we're back, the Alpines are going at each other again. This is now for 2nd place. Maybe not a legitimate 2nd, but you never know with the strategies. So they've been going at each other all race. They've kept it clean, which is nice. We've got Grim Reaper in the mix with them now as well. So he's probably waiting for mistakes. And you're right, Alpines are racy today. They are very racy. They've been very racy this whole season, which is great to see. These two have definitely, they're leading the Constructors' Championship at the moment. They've definitely been the best team so far, so hopefully they can keep that going without stuffing each other up. Yellow flags in Sector 2 and Sector 3. There is a car stopped on the track. We'll see if we can have it. Yeah, that's G4, so it looked like he retired before. He's retired on the track. He's currently stopped, so that'd be his race over, I assume. On the Alpines, one Alpine goes into the pits, so they'll Sir LJB and Grim Reaper followed him, I believe. So Ente will go on. DeBeast decides to keep going. He's caught up. That could be the rock in front of him. So hopefully not slowing him down, but he's able to give him DRS. So maybe more potential for that undercut on Kickbutt Kiwi. We'll have to see when DeBeast does pit. Iceman right behind Rodham now. Only 4/10 behind. Remember, Iceman has got that penalty. Are you still with me, Allezar?
Yes, I'm here, so
Cool.
just take an analysis.
Of course, Chronic Saints puts in the fastest lap of the race. He's still on the... Well, he's on new soft tyres, I should say. So, I think he's gone from
Was
the
he
softs
on mediums
to
or
the softs.
softs?
I believe he started on
Soft to
softs and he's
softs.
gone into a new pair of softs.
Yeah. I think they'll all be going from soft to mediums. And the mediums is going from mediums soft to soft.
Well, there are a few drivers on the hard tyres now. And there are a few drivers on the mediums, as you can see. So there's a big split in strategies. This is going to be all about strategy at this point.
So Grim Reaper and LJB looks like they're going for that one stop. And so
Yes, most cars who started on the medium tyres, they will be looking for that one stop. You'd be silly not to. Unless something happens like... Oh wait, DeBeast is going into the pit now, so we'll have a look at that. Go down to Kickbutt Kiwi, see where he is on the track. He's not too far behind, so I reckon Kickbutt Kiwi might just take back that race lead. So he's gone past the pit there. Let's see where he ends up. He does. He ends up in front of DeBeast, who's still coming out of the pit. So DeBeast has lost a fair bit of time, actually. So it might have been the right decision to pit first in terms of actually creating an extra gap in DeBeast, trying to get a few more positions, because Banana Cake's on in front of him as well. Banana Cake, he pit with Kickbutt Kiwi, so DeBeast is a little bit behind now. He's got a bit of time to make up. Kickbutt stuck behind a few one-stoppers, though, as we predicted would happen. He's behind Black Moon. And he's going to move down the inside. Beautiful, late braking. He was able to make it hold. It looked like Black Moon couldn't really do much about that. It was almost like he saw it coming. But Black Moon will get another chance to come back at him. He'll have DRS now. But it looks like Kickbutt Kiwi is getting close to Iceman. He's making a move on the inside. The late break again. He's killing that. He's shown to be one of the best drivers on the grid this season so far. And he's proven to be one of the best drivers in this race so far. He is in the race lead. Iceman has got another 3-second time penalty. So I believe that is 6. We will double check that now. Rodham has currently got Kickbutt Kiwi in his slipstream. Kickbutt goes down the inside, another move. That is 3 moves on this lap for Kickbutt Kiwi, taking the potential one-stoppers. So this is crucial for his race. He needed to get in front. And confirmation, 6-second penalty for Iceman. 2 separate ones. Iceman looked like he was making a move on the inside there. He wasn't able to hold it on Rodham. So we're back. The two Alpines are close together again. They are now split by Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper was able to get ahead of Entei. So I could be wrong, but was it Sir LJB who pit first ahead of Entei? Because it looks like pitting...
I reckon LJB should just let Grim Reaper through so we can just watch the Ipanes race again.
For some reason, I don't think he would agree with you there. But it is kind of what we all want to see at this point in time, because it's been a great battle between the two Alpines, and it's been clean. That's what we like most about it.
That's it.
So as we can see across the field, there are some battles going on. This is definitely the closest. Oh, Grim Reaper's looking for a move on Sir LJB. Not able to hold it. It's defending right now in his slipstream. Is he going to make a move here? No, he stays on the outside. He's not going to make a move yet, but he's right on that tail, isn't he?
Problem with that one, he had the Alpine there, DRS as well, so we have a bit of a DRS train that's forming.
Would you say that's a problem with the DRS system? Like, it's good and all when you've got a car catching up to another car, but then when you've got a big train, they've all got DRS, and then you've got that car who's a second and a half behind, he's not able to actually stay with the group because he hasn't got DRS. So, in a way, it actually stops packs from forming, but at the same time, it keeps them together, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but as comes to experience as well, when to use your ERS and when not to use it
Yeah, that's
as
true.
well. When where to harvest your ERS, where to use your overtake ERS, where to and it's all about those switches
Yeah, so
in the race.
Sir LJB got past Metz there on the opening corner as you were speaking. So now there's now 2 cars between the two Alpines, so you might not see that battle for a few laps time. Chubosaurus Rex, he's trying to have a look at the Beast. The Beast, he might have got his strategy wrong at the start of this session. He was in second place, and that was a great move by Chubosaurus Rex to get past the AlphaTauri driver. So the Alfa Romeo has moved up into 5th place now. But Arcade's not far behind Iceman. We've got Entei, he's chasing Grim Reaper for 9th place too, but we're going to watch Banana Cake. He's going to look down the inside. He's decided not to go for it. He's going to wait. He's going to wait now. There's a yellow flag in Sector 2. There's a car off, I believe. Chronic Saints. I believe Chronic Saints is out of the session. Can't see what happened there at the moment. The car's gone past. He's crashed. You can see him there. He has crashed. There's no safety car as of yet, I believe. But there's been a crash. Chronic Saints in the Mercedes. He's out of the race, the first car. Actually, the second car, because G-Force... Actually, G-Force might be up and running again. Not really sure what's going on with him in this session. Who knows, but he's a minute 26 behind The Rock, who's in 19th place. But anyway, let's focus on the race itself. We've got Grim Reaper. He's chasing Metz now. So, Entei's behind them. He's probably going to be desperate to get back close up to his teammates so they can work together for positions. But once again, we're stuck in that DRS train between these 3 drivers. So, it's tough to make a move. Iceman's now got 11 seconds worth of penalties. And down in 12th place. So, not a great race for him so far. Rodham in 2nd place. He's, remember, looking like a one-stop strategy. He's the best one-stop strategist so far. Metz is in 7th. He's the best. And a lot of drivers have stopped now because they were on the mediums that last around that probably 10 to 14 lap range. It depends on the driver and how they're going at the time, how good they are at looking after their tyres. Banana Cake's gone past Rodham, so you can see on the top left there. Rodham, not really a chance to fight back. He's not going to have the grip that Banana Cake has, so I'd say that battle, I'd almost call that over for now. Metz right burns so LJB, we've got Entei and Grim Reaper going for it. Grim Reaper's able to hold position now. But Entei, he was very close there. I think he sneaked in front for a second. He's going to look for it again down the inside. He's going to have to brake late, but he doesn't brake late enough. Grim Reaper defends. He's got balls, that's for sure. And he almost looked like he was holding up Entei for a sec. But Entei's lost a little bit of time. It looked like he lost the rear a little bit. I'm not really sure what happened there, but anyway, he's fallen back. So this is the battle. This midfield battle is heating up at the moment. It's been hot all race. That battle for the lead. We've got Kickbot Kiwi. He's 5 seconds ahead of Banana Cake Pie now. 5.5 seconds, so he's really pulling away. We've got a yellow flag. Doesn't look like anything too serious because there is a battle we're watching at the moment.
Sugar Freaks.
And there's a safety car. There is a safety car. We've had an incident.
Sugar Freaks has had a bit of an accident.
I'll try to see Sugar Freaks. Yeah, it looks like he's out. There are a few cars stopped on track there. Is that G-Force? I'm not sure, but the safety car is out. I'm trying to navigate to see if we can see what's going on. The cars are probably going to disappear by that point in time. But anyway, Sugar Freaks is out. I'd say that's a crash. So the safety car is out. They're going to tighten the pack. Rodham, 5-second time penalty for a severe collision with Banana Cake Pie.
This is going to be interesting.
Very interesting. We're seeing a lot of cars pitting. I'm not that surprised because you could probably get on the medium tyres and take them towards the end at this point in time. It's almost a free pit stop for some of them. We'll keep the tyres there, see what everyone's doing. So to clarify, that is Sugar Freaks. He is out of the session with Chronic Saints. So they're the two DNFs so far. Kickbutt Kiwi, he was in the race lead. I don't believe he pit, Kickbutt Kiwi.
You reckons he can take it all the way?
He's on the softs.
Interesting.
Very interesting. At the top there, we've got the Stone Tower. He's in 6th place now. I don't know if that's just glitching. No, I'll wait for the leaderboard to actually stop doing what it's doing before I actually say where players are, where the drivers are, because I have no idea right now. He said there's a few cars ahead of Kickbutt Kiwi.
Wasn't Kickbutt Kiwi in front though?
Yes, he was in front.
I'm so confused.
We'll see what happens towards the end of the safety car to see where drivers are. That looks like Sir LGB is up the front at the moment. Grim Reaper behind him, Entei. That's a midfield battle we were watching before. So they've managed to get to the front of the safety car. I think, yes, so it's slightly updating now. Kickbutt Kiwi, he's on the hards. No, now I don't know. I said to myself I would stop saying what the drivers are doing and wait till it actually gives us a clear indication. But it did look before on the actual car that Kickbutt Kiwi was on the soft tyres. As we can see, Sir LGB, he's on the hard. He's got 5 laps on him, so he should be able to take them to the end. So it looks like now it's starting to update. Grim Reaper went really wide there. Third, Kickbutt Kiwi, he's in 4th.
So it looks like that pit stops that I was saying before, 23 seconds, didn't really work out for Kickbutt Kiwi if LJB is in front there and Gran Reaper in second.
Yeah, I'd say we're a few laps away. Safety car in this lap, we can see now by race control. So LJB, there are a few cars on the hard tyres at the front there. Kickbutt Kiwi. Can we see what tyres he's on now? They're hards. Yep, so the game's finally getting with it a little bit. So we can see what's happening. Kickbutt Kiwi's going to have the fresher tyres of the top 4. This is going to be a sprint, a 13-lap sprint now for the win. What are your thoughts at this point in time? Kickbutt Kiwi, 5-second time penalty with a severe collision with Banana Cake. That could be just a safety car collision, so they will look at that later. That might not have too much of effect on the race. Entei's gone up in 2nd place. He's taking Grim Reaper. So look at that. The Alpines are 1 and 2 all of a sudden. 12 laps to go.
Oh, yes.
That makes it very interesting indeed. Yellow flag in Sector 1. Look at that Kickbutt Kiwi though. He's moved up into 3rd place. He's done that very quickly. Grim Reaper's gone wide. He's lost a position. But it's the two Alpines, 1 and 2 at the moment, followed by Kickbutt Kiwi, Grim Reaper, Iceman. Chubosaurus Rex, he's in 6th place. Bringing the team together now. Look at that.
Going to be an interesting last few laps with those two up front.
Yes, remember Kickbutt Kiwi has got the fresher tyres over the Alpines, so they've got a lot of defending to do. Are they going to help each other? Can Entei help sacrifice his own race to help Sir LJB get the win? I wonder if these guys actually know each other or not, and whether they're talking and want to actually hold that constructor's lead. At the moment, they're going to hold it. Chopsaw's Rex, he's down in the 14th all of a sudden. Something might have happened to him. G-Force is down in 18th. He's back in the gist of it all. That safety car would have been great for him. So we're now watching Kickbutt Kiwi. He's 6/10ths behind now. There is a midfield battle going on too. We're watching Black Moon. He's going to have a look on the inside. Rodham, can he brake late? He looks way too far behind. He's not going to be able to do anything in this instance. On the first corner, he's going to go around second and third. Get another go at the DRS. You might get closer. No, not quite. Rodham's going to stay ahead in this instance. The Beast is right behind Black Moon as well. So we've got a couple battles going on here. Black Moon very close to Rodham, as we can see. Sure, he'll be shaping up a move in the next few laps. VSR, look at this midfield battle. Look how close they're all getting to each other. That's what I love about a safety car mid-race, especially with 10 laps to go. This looks like a formation lap.
Beautiful. I love seeing a train of cars just battling it out.
Yes, what a sight it is. They're all very close to each other. I don't know who to focus on in this battle. We're looking at VSR Roscoe at the moment. He's in 9th. He was my prediction for the win. He's got a lot to do if he wants to do that. But you never know in a race like this one. One safety car can change everything again. Go close. The Beast is going to look for a move on Black Moon. He's looking on the inside. He's staying there, but he is. He's gone. He's on the right. Change cameras. They're side by side now. Can't really see him much in these camera angles, unfortunately. We might see him as they get to the first corner. Inside there's a Ferrari there. Black Moon, he's having a look. And the Beast is able to go ahead. He's in 7th now. Black Moon in 8th. VSR Roscoe, he's in 9th still. Adi Chancer's got a 3-second time penalty. He's in 12th. Multiple warnings for him. The Beast on the inside of his teammate Rodham is able to stay there. The Beast up into 6th, trying to get back up into that podium position he started the race in. Grim Reaper, look at Grim, he's in 4th. Great race from him.
Iceman as well, I reckon, has a very, very good race so far.
Iceman, yeah, he's in 5th. Someone in the comments was saying at the start a slight chance for him to sneak into the podium. He had a lot to do. He started pretty low down. Kickbutts are getting very close to Entei now. Entei's 6/10ths behind. So LJB, he'll want to stay in that DRS zone if he wants to stay ahead. Black Moon and Artie Chen's have had a swap of positions. Artie Chen's is now in 11th. Black Moon's going down the order. I've noticed he's down into 13th. He was up in a battle with Rodham just a lap ago. So Kickbutt has got a 5-second penalty, but it looked like it was under the safety car. They might have touched it a little bit. If no one was at fault, the penalties might be reversed at the end by the stewards. Look how close they all are. Now this is Sir LJB. He's dropped back a little bit. Entei, because he's got DRS. This is a fight for the lead. 9 laps to go. We could be on for another cracker like the first race in Silverstone. Adi Cheng's has got another penalty. I believe he's got 6 seconds now. But we are watching the race for first place. Grim Reaper, he's not far behind. He's only 1.5 seconds, so he could take advantage of anything that could happen. Right on his tail now, Kickbutt Kiwi. You'd think he'd wait. He'd be saving a lot of energy towards the end of the race, because there's no point making a move now and being under pressure and ruining your tyres.
That's the thing, though.
What's that?
He's got that 5-second penalty, so you never know if it's going to get reversed at the end of the race by the stewards.
That's true, right?
Observe it.
You're right. So right now, we should probably treat it as if he's going to hold it.
That's it. So he has to get past you somehow. He has
Yeah,
to
so
fight for that and try and
you're
get that
right.
5 seconds ahead.
You're actually right. Yeah, it might be crucial for him to get past now to actually get that 5 seconds, unless he is confident that it's going to get reversed. Because we know what it's like under the safety car. He was in front of Banana Cake, so Banana Cake might have just slightly hit him. We didn't see it, unfortunately. Just having a look on the outside, Entei on LJB. He wants that win. He doesn't want his teammate to get it. You'd think they'd have to
As
work
a
together if
driver,
they want
you
to
would
get
want
this
that
win.
win.
You were saying before Entei could be a quiet one for the win.
That's it.
The Rock gets a 3-second time penalty. A few penalties on the board now. Iceman, I believe he's got the most, unless he served some in the pit. We will have a look at that. Still 11 seconds, so there's 5 seconds for Kickbutt, 6 seconds for Artie Chance, 3 seconds for The Rock. Banana Cake, it looks like he's pit again. He might have had a wing problem, but he had a 5-second penalty he had to serve, and he has now served that, so he's down in the 17th position. Unfortunate for him, because he was at the front. For most of the race, he was in 2nd and 3rd place. And now we're looking, Kiwi going on the inside of Entei. He's able to hold it. A little bit of contact on the rear, but he is holding it. He's gone up in a 2nd. That was crucial for him, considering he's got a 5-second penalty. And now he needs to get in front of Sir LJB, stay within that 2nd to get the DRS and to pull away as much as he can. Entei will also be looking to take that position back. We know he will want the win as well. Grimm still waiting for a moment to get within that 2nd to get that DRS. Move down. Artie Chang's, we're looking at him trying to get past Rodden. Not quite. Artie Chang's got a 6-second time penalty anyway, so it's probably not going to get him far. He's dropping a lot of places at the moment with that 6-second too, because you can see how close everyone is, but he's right on the tail of Rodden. He's going to look on the inside. They're side by side going up to turn 1. Is a Red Bull of Iceman who's got in the way a little bit, but it's not going to affect too much. They're going 3 wide, and he gets sandwiched. Artie Cheng gets sandwiched, and there's a Williams on the right. The Stone Tower goes through now, and Artie Cheng's lost out there. The Stone Tower, he's had a cracker. I think he gained 2 or 3 places there. George Rodham, he's going side by side. They're going 3 wide again, and there's a big contact there. There was damage. I saw someone's front wing. That could have been Artie Cheng's.
Was that a big lockup, you reckon?
I'm not sure. That's Iceman. Iceman's gone off now. Look at him. He's able to keep it. He's spun around. But this is getting feisty. This is suddenly... Look at this. There's 5 cars here all fighting for position in the midfield. That's 3 of them side by side with each other at each corner. Brilliant. We're going to have DRS now. Who gets the better exit? That is the 2nd Alfa Romeo. Tent Sandals, he's gone through on the right side. He's got in front. He's going to be able to defend that position. No move by Chobosaurus Rex. My name's Jeff, has moved up into 10th place in his first race of the season, so good job to him considering he started 19th on the grid. Rodham, 3-second time penalty. That makes it interesting. He's just sitting behind the Stone Tower, who made a couple moves in one go just before. It was quite impressive. He took advantage of the battle in front of him. But he's not going to have...
Did we just see Kickback Kiwi go ahead as well?
Oh, you're right. Kickback Kiwi, he's gone ahead of the Alpine. There's so many battles happening. You can't see them all, unfortunately. But he's got time to make up. He's got 6 laps to get 5 seconds to take that win. So LJB, he's going to fight hard. You'd expect that. Stay in that DRS zone. Kickback Kiwi's not going to get DRS for the rest of this race at this point, because we know how good he is at defending and holding that lead. When we think back to the first race of the season in Silverstone, it was Kickback Kiwi and Sir LJB taking it to the final few corners, if you remember. And we've had a car retire from the session. That's Metz. He's crashed out. It looks like just after turn 4, heading into turn 5.
The danger corners that we were talking about.
Yes, it looks like just before that. He's now disappeared from the track. No safety car came out. That would have made it interesting, because that would have left it with about 4 laps to go. So the 2 Alpines, they're chasing down Kickbutt Kiwi. They've had a great season so far, them two. As mentioned, they're leading the Constructors' Championship at the moment. So, but they've got a bit of work to do. Kickbutt Kiwi slightly extending his lead at the front, but DRS, as we can see, is helping Sir LGB stick with him. He's right on his tail. He's not going to be able to make a move. Yeah, there is a DRS zone coming up now. So we might go on board with Sir LJB, see how close he is getting. This is a short DRS zone. He gets close, but not close enough. Maybe on the longer ones he might be able to stay a little bit closer. Troublesauce Rex, he's out of the session. Black Moon puts in the fastest lap. We move down. We're not quite sure what happened there, but Troublesauce Rex is out. Was it a crash? I can't see a car anywhere. It might just, yes, I think you're right. It might be a retire in pits, but can't see anything. Look how close LJB is coming now. That was a longer DRS zone, so he just as close, but it was a much better X by Kickbutt Kiwi. So he's been able to hold his lead for the time being. He's got 5 laps to go to hold that lead, but he's got a 5-second penalty, remember. So at the moment, he's dropping down to 6th place with that penalty. So that's a big drop. We'll see how that turns out later, but we're going to act like that penalty is going to stay for now, just for the sake of the broadcast. The Beast, he's gone back up into 4th place. Remember, he was up at the front at the start of the race as well. His later pit stop did pull him back a bit. We're watching VSR Roscoe, he's right behind Grim Reaper. So he's moving up the field now. He had a bit of a slow start. He didn't get that far in qualifying. I think he was around that 15th or 14th mark. This is the closest battle at the moment, with the Stone Tower as well not far behind Rodham, who's got a penalty. So Stone Tower's not going to take too many risks at this point in time, you'd imagine, anyway. Artie Chang's now the fastest lap of the race on the softs. Maybe they do get a bonus point for the fastest lap, even if they are outside the top 10, might I add. So it is worth those drivers, if they've got that time to make a pit stop, to get the softs on and go for that fastest lap to get an extra point in the championship standings. Let's go back to some battles. We're looking at the front again. It's much the same at the front with Sir LJB chasing down Kickbutt Kiwi. Sir LJB is going to take the win at this point in time if Kickbutt Kiwi can't extend his lead at the front. It's going to be an Alpine 1-2 at this point.
That's what we were thinking of looking at with the battles.
Yeah, we were watching them in the midfield earlier, and they were going hard at each other. There's no contact, which is good. They put on a little bit of a show. Oh, he's getting close here. Look at him. He's right on his tail. But as we said, you wouldn't think he'd be taking many risks because of that penalty.
Yeah, but the thing is, are those two Alpines talking over the radio between each other to say, are we risking it or are we not risking it? That's the thing.
Just stay with him. If I was them, I'd just stay with him. But if what if the penalty does get reversed? Oh, he spun! Kickbutt Kiwi, he's spun, he's lost it. So this is a legitimate fight for the lead now. Look at Kickbutt Kiwi, he dropped down to 6 with the 5-second penalty. That's crazy. Entei and the two Alpines are fighting for first place now. They're not going to want to hit each other. Entei goes into the lead. So LJB's back in the lead. Entei's back in the lead. I hate this camera angle. It was such a good battle. They're side by side. Entei's now in the lead of the race. He's got the DRS. And he's going to lead out around the bend. My goodness, how things can change. Kickbutt Kiwi. Looks like he had it. Now the two Alpines are 1 and 2. The Beast is very close to him as well, followed by Grim Reaper and VSL Roscoe. Look how close they all are. There's 5 cars there. Any of them can win.
This is Silverstone all over again.
So Kickbutt Kiwi's not defending at the front now.
That's not your problem.
He's 4 seconds behind 5th place VSR Roscoe, and he's still got his 5-second penalty. So at the moment, he's dropping back to 8th place. Well, yeah, 8th, 7th place, 8th place. And around the outside, who's holding it? I can't tell. Entei's in front. Almost contact there. They're getting very close. They're fighting for the win. There's no love lost between these two at the moment. So LJB on the outside. Look how close they're getting. They need to be careful because they've got the Beast right behind him. He's ready to strike as well. Same with Grim Reaper. I don't think they're working with each other,
I don't think they're working together. I think both of them wants to win there. They're not looking at constructors, they're looking at drivers' championship right here.
I don't blame him. No matter who finishes first and second, at least the Beast almost went through LJB then. If you could see, the Beast not quite making the corner, that stopped him. What a fight we have.
This is exciting as well.
Roscoe's got ahead of Grim.
Fans leader as well. He's in 4th place.
Look at this, look how close these two are getting now. The Beast and Roscoe. Roscoe's going up into a podium position. Look at this, the fight's giving the front two a little bit of room now. Side by side, Roscoe's going to say in front. The Beast is going to have DRS on him though. We head over the line, we've got 2 laps remaining. 3-second time penalty for Banana Cake, he's down in 15th anyway, not going to have much effect on the front at all. It's the Beast and Roscoe we're watching now.
It looks like that Mercedes just a little bit more less of that downforce and more of speed, where that AlphaTauri can't catch up with DRS either.
So LJB's looking at the outside, sorry to interrupt, he's not able to hold it. This is going to go down the final lap again.
What happened to Grims?
You're right, Grims has dropped unfortunately, he's down to 12th. He may have had a spin, we're too busy focusing on the front now. It's a 3-man battle.
That's it.
We've got a car off in sector 2. He is off the track as you can see on the map on the right. Could be the Stone Town, the Williams, I think it is. Back on now, the flag's gone. This is the battle for first. Look at Roscoe, he's right there too. He's still in this. Grim and the Beast came together. That could be something that could be looked at later on.
I think the stewards is going to be very, very busy after this race.
Yes, there have been a few incidents this time around compared to the last few races. We're on the final lap. DRS for Sir LJB. He's going to have a look on the outside. He's not left much choice but to back out of that one. He's going to stay behind. There's another couple DRS zones to go. Remember, we're on the final lap of the race, and this is the battle for first. There's 3 cars in it. Look how close Roscoe is. Remember what I said before in qualifying? I said Roscoe, and I said he had a lot of work to do if he's going to win the race. But look where he is now. The way things change. Incredible.
And they look at good old Enta is on top as well, which I predicted as well. I reckon he was going to have a good race.
Yes, that was one of your picks. The final DRS zone before the checkered flag. Ente holding the lead over Sir LJB. This will be Ente's first win. Alpine's second double podium if no mistakes are made. But Nike Pipe puts in the fastest lap of the race. He will get an extra point at this point in time unless someone gets a faster lap. We're coming to the final corner. Ente's in the lead. Roscoe looked for a move and he was going to be desperate. He's going to hold on to third though. Ente's going to cross the line and he's going to win the Bahrain Grand Prix. What a crazy race. Unbelievable.
That was crazy.
I believe Ente won that. Look at the top left. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know who to call the winner. That looked like it was Ente to LGP and Roscoe. The second they crossed the line of change, there wasn't any penalties there. Incredible race. The Beast goes in for 4th. He did well. Kickback Kiwi goes up to 5th place. He's going to be disappointed about that spin at the end. He did have a penalty, but whether or not that gets reversed, we'll find out. He spun anyway. He ruined his chance for the win. 10th Sandal, 6th place. Good job for him. My name's Jeff. First race of the season. He's in the 7th place in the Aston Martin. What a race. Seriously, what a race. That was crazy. That's the second race out of 3 we've had go right to the line. Roscoe won the second race. Right now on the top left it says he's won the race. He wasn't the first over the line. That's for sure. Who's your driver of the day?
Oh, Oh, there's too much drivers here that actually. Well, I would have to say it's between the two Alpines.
It
One of them
has to be, doesn't it?
has to.
Roscoe
Has
got
to.
it, but that's a good point. I was saying with Roscoe before because he was out of it. He looked out of it for a while, and look at the podium here. Roscoe's on top. Roscoe's
But
in
the
front. There was
Alpines
definitely no
not have
penalties
any
there, right?
podiums. What?
Was there? There were no penalties there, right?
No, I don't think there was any penalties. I think this is going to go back to the stewards and see what happened.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
really sure, but I think we all saw the same thing. We're all watching the same thing. The two Alpines crossed the line first. It was Sir LJB. Look at the time difference between first and second.
Jeez.
Crazy,
I'm not sure what happened here.
crazy stuff. But right now, I apologise, but I don't know who to call the winner. I'm going to say it was Entei. Me too, Gavin. I'm confused as well. But Entei won. I believe Entei won as well. I'm going to call Entei the winner. He crossed the line first, so congratulations to Entei. I'm sorry if it is you, Roscoe. Congratulations to you two on your podium. So LJB on your podium as well. The two Alpines put on a crazy race for us. The Beast, he did well to come back from where he was. Kicked by Kiwi, unfortunate for him. My name's Jeff 10 Sandals. They did very well to move back up. My name's Jeff started 20th, and he's gone up that far. So that's crazy. Unbelievable. It really was unbelievable. That was a great race to watch. A great race to call.
See.
You know what I'm just happy about? I was stressing because I thought that the server was going to lag out again on that last lap. Could you imagine?
Oh,
I was so scared that was going to happen,
good.
but it didn't. Everyone got to see what happened. We saw Entei cross the line first. He did go past Roscoe.
That's it.
Yeah, so we're looking in the chat.
What a race.
VSR Roscoe has credited the win to Entei. So Entei is officially going to get the win of that race, even though we didn't see him on top of that podium. LJB, he has come second for the second time in 3 races, and it's been about the same gap, that like 3/10, 2/10 range. Unbelievable. Roscoe will take 3rd place.
That was a beautiful race.
Kickbutt Kiwi, he's going to be gutted. He's going to be absolutely gutted that he threw that race away, as he did just say in a chat as well.
At least he can take this away. He can take this away. It's the beginning of the season still. There are only 3 races in. There's still a lot more races to go. A lot more things can happen at the end of during the season. And
Spot on. Yep.
you never know what can happen. Just shows you that anything can happen at any time in F1.
So with the 30 points that Entei's going to pick up, he's going to be the championship leader. And I believe that Roscoe and Sir LJB, Roscoe especially, I think, might go ahead of Kickbutt Kiwi as well. So Kickbutt Kiwi might drop down to 3rd, potentially 4th, depending on the point system for Sir LJB. But I like Pie, he's not going to get many points, but I believe he got the fastest lap at the end there. Be interesting to see what happened to him as well, because he dropped back. I think he just pit. But either way, crazy race. That was great to watch. It really was. Great Bahrain Grand Prix. Bahrain always puts up a cracker, doesn't it? Always.
One of my favourite tracks now, I reckon.
Yeah, of course. So next week we are moving on to the Netherlands, the Dutch Grand Prix. So it'd be nice if the atmosphere was as good as the weekend, wouldn't it? Maybe the cake can lift to a new level next year and get the orange flares in the crowd. That'd be pretty cool to see. But round 4, the 14th of September, we will be the Dutch Grand Prix in the Netherlands. Entei will be going through as the championship leader. So I can't wait for that. Hope you can all join us once again. Thank you for watching this stream. Hope you enjoyed the race as much as we did. Tune in next week for the Dutch Grand Prix.
Yeah.